What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We're rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates, so if you want to stay in the loop with everything happening with the latest Manchester City transfer news, then make sure you do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on, aiming for 15k subscribers. We're very close to that now, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget, social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. 300 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. That is the aim once more. And also let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. And lastly, this video is sponsored and brought to you by the best footballing app out there, OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. Go and download the OneFootball app through the link at the top of my description. Stay up to date with all the latest football scores, football news, transfer news, all that good stuff and statistics, live league tables. Go and check it out if you haven't done so already. Transfer update. Let's crack on with this. Once more, out, very busy right now at Manchester City. So we're going to start off first with a young player at Manchester City. He goes by the name of Soberwale. Hope I've said his name right there. But he's an 18-year-old youth defender at Manchester City who apparently is attracting interest from the United States of America, more specifically at Real Salt Lake City. Now, the Daily Mail is saying that Tony is keen on a move to the United States of America, so I'm going to presume, if that is the case, that we're looking at a permanent transfer here rather than a loan, but I am just speculating with that. Other teams have been linked to, including Crystal Palace in the Premier League and a couple of other Championship clubs too. So have a big decision to make with regards to his future. If it's a loan, then it's not so big, but if it's a permanent transfer, then of course, 18-year-old moving from England over to the United States, it's a big deal, a big choice there. But yeah, we'll see what happens with regards to that. Now we've got an update on Angelino. If you're a fan of Angelino, then you're probably not going to like what I'm going to say. Now, Sky Sports in Germany are saying that Angelino will almost certainly stay with RB Leipzig in the summer. Angelino now only needs to start, I think it's 5 more games in the second half of the season. So all the deal, his loan deal for that transfer to be made permanent has been ticked off, other than we're into the second half of the season very soon. He needs them 5 starts. Once he gets them 5 starts, that's the transfer done. 18 million euros for Manchester City. I know that City also took a couple of £1 million in a loan fee. We also took some loan fee from last season. I presume they're paying either part of his wage or most of his wage. So the transfer deal will be worth a lot more than what's being made out. But 18 million euros at the end of the day, for a player like Angelino, I'm talking a brilliant left wing-back, certainly of Champions League quality. He's still a very young, raw player as well. He is a fantastic talent, and I just feel like we've shortchanged ourselves. I think this is a bad bit of business by Manchester City, and I just think the ship has sailed now for Angelino to have a future at Manchester City. We saw how well he did at PSV. We brought him in, played him at left-back, didn't really work for City, and so we've moved him on, and he's excelled once more once the defensive responsibilities have been taken away from him, and it's just a massive shame. 18 million euros, I think that's just well below his value. I mean, bare minimum, the complete minimum that I'd be looking for Angelino would be £30 million. I mean, personally, for such a young player, such a fantastic prospect, I'd probably be looking north of £40 million, if I'm completely honest. And I just feel like we've completely shortchanged ourselves. I can see in like 2 seasons' time, if there's any teams out there, the top teams that are playing with 5 at the back, and if they're ever looking for a left wing back, I can see RB Leipzig selling Angelino for 50, 60 million pound. And so, what a shame. What a massive shame for Manchester City. And yeah, I just wanted to chuck a little idea out there as well. I mean, Manchester City, we could play Zinchenko, we could play Benjamin Mendy at left back, and I don't think it's having too much of an effect on our team. Obviously, offensively, we haven't been that brilliant, but defensively, I think no matter who we put at left back, we've looked very solid. Cancelo has been great at left back, and he's doing great at right back as well. And obviously, it does help having a great defender there. But while City are keen on playing them 2 defensive midfielders, there's always cover there to allow either the right back. Look at Cancelo. Cancelo goes into midfield. He's been up top. He goes to right wing. There's the freedom there for the wide players. And I just feel like if we had Angelino playing, whilst we've got Ruben Diaz and John Stones in the form that they are, Ilkay Gundogan having a very good season as well and helping out with defensive duties. We've got Fernandinho, Rodri, like I said, Cancelo there. Some great defensive options there for City that I feel like if we put Angelino back at Manchester City and put him at left back and say to him, defensively, we've got the cover there. Offensively, go forward and make things happen. He'll get goals. I mean, a left wing back, he scores goals, goes forward, he gets assists, he puts in great balls into the box. Get a nice dynamic striker up there. Put someone like Erling Haaland up top, and I think the goals would fly in for Manchester City, and I think we'd be very sound at the back as well. But like I said, I think that ship has sailed, and I think that is a big shame. I would love to know your thoughts of that. It's just me rambling on basically in the comments below, but I rate Angelino. I think he's a fantastic player, and yeah, I think it's just a massive shame that we are losing him, but there we go. Anyway, moving on to the ins, a little update from our video that we did a couple of days ago. We've got a little Rabbi Matondo update. Now, he has since joined Stoke City on loan for the rest of the season from Schalke. There's no mention now, very interestingly, of an option to buy. And so I'm still doing my little bit of digging to see if there is. But as far as I'm aware right now, there isn't an option for Stoke City to make that transfer permanent. It is just a loan until the end of the season. Now, I feel like this is Manchester City not bullying Schalke, so to speak, just forcing their hand a little bit. And I think the case is that Manchester City, if that loan deal did go ahead, and I think Manchester City will have spoken with Stoke and said that if we do end up signing Matondo, we are still happy for him to go out on loan, but the transfer won't be made permanent. And I don't think that it kind of had any impact on the deal with him going to Stoke, because as far as I'm aware, that isn't included on the deal that's been loaned from Schalke. I think Manchester City have always been disappointed with that figure that I mentioned of between 6 and 6.5 million euros for that deal to be made permanent, is what City, I think, were upset with. Now, City do get have a buyback clause first and foremost, which is believed to be around £43 million, which at this moment in time is nowhere near what Matondo is valued at. But Manchester City have a 25% sell-on clause, which we're looking at like £1.5 million, which I think Manchester City don't regard as being good transfer business. And so City were happy to pay that money that Stoke would have in that option for the release clause, bring back Matondo, loan him, and see if they can improve his value that way, is what I think City were angling towards. Now that that's been taken off the table, I'm not so sure that Manchester City will make this deal permanent. But regardless, Matondo does go out on loan to Stoke. And even though he's not a Manchester City player anymore, I am still wishing Rabbi Matondo a very good loan spell at Stoke in the Championship, and I hope that he absolutely smashes it there. So yeah, that's a little bit of an update on that. So there we go, that has been today's video. I'm hoping over the next week or so things will really start to warm up in the January transfer market. We're getting a lot of word on out. Ins is quiet. I was expecting the ins to be quiet. Interestingly, keeping an eye on the contract situation and see if things start to materialise there. Fernandinho, Sergio Aguero, will something give? Will we get them onto a new deal, a new extension? That remains to be seen. Updates: Sterling, Stones, Kevin De Bruyne as well, waiting for updates on that. Very soon, in the next few weeks, Lionel Messi should be making a decision once Barcelona's got their new president as well, towards the end of the month. We may get some updates on that. May City start thinking about making a move? Could we have a Zinchenko update? You never know with anything. It's the transfer market. It's unpredictable. Things can just change within a matter of hours. So yeah, like I've always said, if you want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news, I will give that to you first and fast. Then make sure you do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. That way you will be notified immediately for when I do upload. Aiming for 15k subscribers. We're less than 300 subscribers away now, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also social media links in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, let me know your thoughts off these transfers in the comments below. And lastly, don't forget, download the OneFootball app if you want to stay up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, latest scores, live league tables, live commentary, statistics, all that fantastic footballing stuff. It's all there in the OneFootball app. Go and download that through the link at the top of my description. That does help the future content that is created on the JSGC channel. And we'll be back again tomorrow for another daily Manchester City transfer update. Got plenty of other videos coming up too. Video requests that people have made that I have actually getting sorted. That will be out very soon, so stay tuned for that, a transfer related video. Live watch along Birmingham game as well. That will be out, well, couple hours after this video. If you want to go and join me for the live watch along of the FA Cup third round match between Manchester City and Birmingham City, I'll see you all over there. If not, I'll see you all again tomorrow, 10 AM GMT, for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well at home, and yeah, everyone's keeping well. I like that. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next update. So I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.